Hi, my name is Dana. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little sequence for strengthening your core and your lower back. It is going to be more intermediate level, but if you're a beginner, you're more than welcome to try. Just know your body and where you're at. So to begin, we'll start at the front of the mat. Grounding ourselves, roll your shoulders down and back, palms towards the front. Get nice and strong through all four corners of your feet. Really lift your toes and press them in to really get that sensation. You want to activate everything here. So you're activating your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your core, biceps, and chest. And just holding this and feeling all the tension in your body. And gently release and shake it out. Inhale both arms out and up to gaze up. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, press the air away. Chin to chest. Inhale both arms out and up to gaze up, lengthening. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale both arms out and up, and this time grab your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, gently lean to the side. We're just preparing our body here. Get it nice and stretched so we can actually activate those muscle tissues. Inhale back to center. Exhale, press the air away. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, right arm clasped with the left hand. Lengthen through your spine, and as you exhale, gently lean to the side. Maybe gaze up. Really feel the space in that side of your body. And inhale back to center. Exhale, press the air away. Roll your shoulders down and back. Roll them forward. And now we begin. So start at the front of your mat. Inhale both arms out and up to gaze up. Exhale, flat back swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. Hold it here. Gently rock front on your toes and rock back on your toes. Just a little bit. We're just getting our balance here, okay? You're activating your lower back right now. And gently release all the way to the ground. Grab opposite elbows and gently bend into one knee and the other as you release your spine and your neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the mat and step it back for plank. We're going to hold it here. And I want you to gently shift forward on your toes and gently shift back and gently shift forward and gently shift back. And now I want you to go to your right hand, so side plank on the right. Now here, this is an option to lower the knee and just hold side plank here. You're still activating the side core. And gently lower back to center. Inhale, same thing on the other side. Left palm down, right palm up. Side plank once again, option to drop the knee. You can also increase if you'd like by lifting that leg. And exhale, palm to the mat, plank. We'll come down into our chaturanga. You feel free to lower your knees. Guide your heart towards the ground. On your exhale, inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Really press into all 10 fingers. Maybe walk out your dog as it's the first one we're doing today. All right. Inhale your right leg up and high, back behind you. Exhale, guide it between both hands in a low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen your spine. And exhale, come up into high crescent. Rotate your pinkies in, shoulders away from your ears. Guide your hands to heart center for prayer. Maybe adjust your feet a little bit if you had a bit too deep of a lunge there. And inhale here. On your exhale, you're gonna come into warrior three. So you want your hips parallel to the ground and think about rotating that pinky toe towards the ground. And gently step it back for high crescent. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, guide your hands to the mat and step it back into plank. Holding plank, gently shift forward on your toes and gently shift back. Gently lower your knees or not for chaturanga on your exhale. And inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Just taking a few breaths here. Inhale, your left leg up and high. Exhale, left foot between both palms. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine, low lunge. Exhale, come up, high crescent. Rotate pinkies in towards each other to create space in your shoulders. From here, guide both hands together for prayer and to your hearts. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, gently shift up forward for warrior three. So once again, you want to make sure that your hips are parallel to the ground. So you really want to think about dropping that right hip down and rotate that back pinky down. Try to stay as straight as you can in that back leg. And just hold it here. Inhale. And exhale, step it back for high crescent. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, guide your palms to the mat and step it back for plank. Gently lower your knees. And this time, instead of chaturanga, we're actually going to lower our chest all the way to the ground. Little bit by a little bit. We're going to come into baby cobra. So exhale here, and then on your inhale, gently raise your chest away from the ground as high as you can. You really want to think about jutting your pelvic bone into the ground, and to test if you're using your arm strength or your back strength here, lift your palms and gently lower. And again, inhale, come up, lift your palms, pelvic bone into the ground, and exhale, gently lower, chin to the mat. Taking a breath here. One more time. Inhale, gently rise. Maybe palms off the mat. You don't want to cheat yourself for building strength here. It's really important that we have a strong core and back. And exhale, release. From here, tuck your toes. Gently lift up into plank, and then bend your knees and guide your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Feel free to walk it out here or stay stagnant. Just be kind to yourself. Inhale, right leg up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, guide the right foot between your hands. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Low lunge. Exhale. Come up to high crescent. Pinkies rotated to create space for your ears. Guide hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, come into that warrior three. I'm going to step back as I have a table a little bit too close to my head for this next pose. So get nice and grounded in that foot. Drop that left hip down. Rotate that back pinky in. And then here, I want you to guide your right hand towards the ground for half moon. So you can stay bent in that front knee if you need to. And then you want to get nice and long in this back leg. Both arms are away from each other. And you can gaze up. And if you really want to test yourself, you can try a little balance here. Gently lift that right palm from the ground. And there we are. Gently Gently come back up to high crescent. Inhale, both arms out and up. Lengthen through that spine. Exhale, both palms to the mat to frame the right foot. And gently come back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and raise your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Just a few breaths here, releasing that lower back. Maybe shifting into one foot and the other. Inhale, left leg up and high, nice and straight. Exhale, guide that left foot between both hands, low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, press through that front heel, come up into high crescent. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Ground yourself here in that front foot. Inhale. And on your exhale, warrior three. Make sure that you rotate that right hip down towards the ground. You want to think about your hips being parallel to the ground. Shoulders down and away from your ears. Inhale here. Exhale, lower left palm to the mat for half moon. One side is always a little better than the other. Also, if you happen to be really close to furniture, that could mess up your balance. Because, yeah, it's kind of a little nervous. With your head right next to the corner of a table. All right, inhale here. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, rise. Whoop. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, both palms to the mat. And step it back into plank. Holding plank here. Gently shift forward. And gently shift back. Gently lower your knees. We're going to do a few cat-cows here. So both hands directly under your shoulders, both knees directly under your hips. Tuck your toes. Inhale here for a cow. Raise your hips and gaze up. Exhale, press the air away, the earth away, chin to chest, navel to spine. Really press through that upper part. Feel the stretch behind your neck. Inhale. Raise your hips and gaze up for cow. Exhale, press the earth away, chin to chest, navel to spine. And come back to center. From here, widen your knees out to the width of the mat and guide your big toes towards one another. You're going to gently walk back for child's pose. Well, sit back for child's pose. Walk your hands forward. And just breathe here. Let your forehead fall on the ground. Just creating space in your spine. Breathe deep into that lower back. As you inhale, feel the expansion of your lower back and your ribs. As you exhale, feel the release. Maybe feeling your seat get a little closer to your heels. Inhale through the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Exhale through the crown of your head to the base of your spine. We're going to gently walk our hands back towards us and come to sit back on our heels. Let your knees close in front of you. And just gently rock from side to side here just for a brief moment. So from here, guide both your hands to one side of you, whichever side you'd like, and let yourself sit on the mat. You can scoot yourself up if you need to. You want to extend your arms out ahead of you, and we're going to do boat pose. So gently lean back as far as is comfortable for you, and then maybe lift one foot and lower it, and then lift the other foot and lower it, and gently rise back, clasping your elbows. Release your neck, and we're going to do the same thing but with both feet lifted. So here we go again. Lean back nice and long through that spine and release your feet from the ground. If you want to level it up, feel free to extend both legs. If you really want to level it up, you can lower yourself even closer to the ground. And gently release and rise. Clasp both elbows and let your head drift towards your knees. And now we rise again. This time, we're going to lower all the way down. So inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, gently roll down one vertebra at a time, as controlled and concise as you can. And then inhale, lengthen through your spine, arms above you, legs extended long. And you want to just think about stretching through your whole entire back body here and your front body as well. And gently release. So from here, if you can maybe glide your left foot away from you and then glide your right foot to meet it and cross it over the left. This is a nice side stretch and a nice hip stretch. You can do the same with your arms and mirror it. You can gently take the right wrist with the left hand and kind of guide it over, so your nice big C shape or crescent moon shape. And just breathe into that space, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So gently exhale back to center, and same thing. Right foot comes over, left foot catches it, and then right hand on left wrist, and we're gently C-shaping here. Now be mindful where you're at in your space, because I can't deep C-shape on this side, as I am very close to the wall. So choose your space wisely. And exhale back to center, lengthening that spine. Think as if you're being pulled from your arms and your legs. And gently guide your arms down to your sides. You're going to walk your feet in towards your bum. You're going to inhale here. And on your exhale, raise your hips for bridge pose. So you want to be nice and active in your glutes. You're really pressing through those heels. You are also activating your lower back. And gently release. Shift knees from right to left. And we'll do that one more time. So get ready. Inhale here. And exhale, raise your hips. Really pressing through those heels. Get nice and strong. Breathing into that space. And gently release. Take both knees in towards your chest. Guide both hands to the outside of each knee and gently do little circles here from left to right. We're just massaging our lower back and releasing it from what we just did. And reverse. From here, we're going to do happy baby. So go ahead and the base of the feet towards the sky. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Stay here if that's where you're at, or if that just feels good. Or feel free to gently extend into one leg and the other. Really giving your back an extra little massage here. You want to keep your tailbone down towards the ground, so your lower back should be flush with the mat. And release. Let both feet come down towards each other for reclining Baddha Konasana. Maybe clasp elbows above your head or extend your arms out long, whichever is comfortable for you. And gently guide your knees towards the sky. Bring your arms down to your sides. Extend that left leg and guide that right knee towards your chest. Clasp both hands on that knee. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine and guide this knee a little closer to your chest. And on your exhale, gently guide this knee down to the left as you extend your right arm out long to the right and gaze over your right shoulder for a reclining spinal twist. Just breathe into that space. Ideally, you're feeling it loosen up a little bit. And gently come back to center. Same thing on the other side. So straighten out that right leg. Draw that left knee into your chest. lengthening through your spine. Make sure your lower back is on the mat, guiding that knee towards your chest more. And then let it go a little bit. Guide it down to the right with your right hand and let your left arm come out nice and long behind you as you gaze over your left shoulder. So your gaze is actually really important in yoga. Your eyes are connected to your spine. So when you do a twist, if you can gaze in that direction, you're doing yourself a lot of help. One more breath here. And gently come back to center. Guide both knees back into the chest. Clasp both knees with both hands. Circle one way and then the other. And gently release. Lying in your Savasana, feet flopped open with the insides of your feet towards the sky. Palms are gently away from your body, facing up. And just breathe into the space, releasing any tension from your body. Relaxing all the muscles in your face, your shoulders and your neck. Releasing any tension in your chest, your stomach, your lower back. Let go of your hips, glutes, quads, and hamstrings. Releasing your knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. Let everything go and just melt into the space. Yoga helps us create this space of peace and ease to strengthen it. This is a space we can come to when life gets a little crazy. And the more you cultivate this on a regular basis, the easier it is to access. Start to increase the deepness of your breath, feeling it come from the base of your feet, through the crown of your head, and through the crown of your head to the base of your feet. And gently start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, come to lay on whichever side is more comfortable for you as you guide that hand under your arm as a pillow and press the opposite palm into the ground. And just hold the space and breathe. And gently press into that right hand as you guide yourself up into a nice easy seat. Face me. Roll your shoulders down and back. Palms toward the sky for receiving. Take a big deep breath here. Inhale through the crown of your head to your spine. Exhale through the base of your spine, out the crown of your head. Inhale both arms out and up, press palms together for prayer. Exhale, guide hands to heart center. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. Exhale and bow to yourself. And thank yourself for giving you the opportunity to reconnect with your mind, body, and spirit. Namaste. If you like that, please feel free to like and subscribe. And if you really feel like somebody would benefit from this, then go ahead and share it, because it really does help me reach more people and help them. That being said, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And until next time.